This quote from legendary creature animator and VFX studio owner Phil Tippett always stuck with me. In the olden days, producers knew what visual effects were. Now, they've gotten into this methodology where they'll hire a middleman, a visual effects supervisor, and this person works for the producing studio. They're middle managers, and when you go into a review with one of them, there's this weird sort of competition that happens. It's a game called Find What's Wrong with the Shot, and there's always going to be something wrong, because everything's subjective, and you can micromanage it down to a pixel, and that happens all the time. We're doing it digitally, so there's no pressure to save on film costs or whatever, so it's not unusual to go through 500 revisions of the same shot, moving pixels around and scrutinizing this or that. That's not how you manage artists. You encourage artists, and then you'll get, art. If your idea of managing artists is just pointing out what's wrong and making them fix it over and over again, you end up with artists who just stand around asking, okay lady, where do you want this sofa? You want it over there? No? Fine. You want it over there? I don't give a fuck. I'll put it wherever you want. It's creative mismanagement. It's part of the whole corporate modality. The fish stinks from the head on down. Back on Star Wars, RoboCop, we never thought about what was wrong with the shot. We just thought about how to make it better. I think on some level, part of the reason this has become an issue is because as VFX artists, we consider ourselves as artists, and we are, individually. It's honestly commendable to take such pride in your craft, and as a solo artist, you'd be celebrated for it. But oftentimes, as a collective company, we'll often forget that VFX is a business, and the goal is to make money. But instead, the pride of creating the best possible looking image gets in the way of profit, because too often, the client budgets and delivery dates just don't line up with the expected quality. Add to that clients that don't quite know what they want, but expect the world. They'll often just ask studios to keep throwing spaghetti at a wall until it sticks. A favorite feedback line that sums it up nicely is, I'll know it when I see it. That's usually when you know none of the shots are going to get approved until the theater release date forces the director's hand, or better yet, you get asked to roll back to version 5 after wasting months on hundreds of slightly varying iterations.